So Shefali was very sweet. I really think she'll win that award very soon. And she just hugged me really tight when I got back to the table after with my Emmy in hand. And then we ended the night with just 9 Indians having pizza in my room. And the Emmy happened to be in the corner somewhere. And Shefali was there as well. And we all just kind of ate some pizza. And it was the perfect end that evening. I've shared a stage with Johnny Lever. I honored him at my comedy festival that I produced. And he did an hour of comedy, which is a masterclass. I feel like every comedian who's learning comedy or is a student of comedy, go and see Johnny Lever live once. And you will understand how far you still have to go. I'm a 90s kid. I'm from DPS Noida. So, an Amul topical is something I know that is reserved for a very select group of people. So to be in that is not something I saw happening in my life ever. So yeah, it was a big emotional moment.
Hello everyone, welcome to News 18 Showsha, and today we have with us Veer Das, who just won a trophy with Punk. That's what you said.
A trophy with Punk. Very nice. That's what they should call it. The Trophy with Punk Awards.
Where is it? Why haven't you brought it?
I don't roam around with an Emmy in my hand, man.
A lot of people do.
Apple Watch nahi hai. Ghar pe rehta hai. It's not like a Fitbit. Dekho, man. Which would be a cool combo, by the way. The Emmy that tells you how many steps you've taken.
Yeah. No, but trust me, a lot of people do that.
They roam around with their awards. Where?
I won't tell you now, later.
Wait, tell me on camera.
No. Okay. So I saw the tweet that happened, the Bangalore, what happened at the Bangalore airport. Yeah. It was so funny. Tell me, after the high, the euphoria that you had after winning it, did you feel humbled while you were at the Bangalore airport?
I'm always humble. I won an Emmy Award and went to Panchkula the next morning. There were 1,500 people who in Panchkula who are not like Emmy, they're like Emmy, they just make us laugh. So that was nice. And then the gentleman at Bengaluru airport was genuinely very sweet. He's like, Acha, badhai ho, and we both looked at it together and it's a decent looking award. So it was a nice interaction.
Yeah.
And I'm a comedian. It's not a job that really allows for too much ego. So I'm not really non-humble at any point.
Okay. But you also said that, once you saw the poster, the Amul poster,
that was a huge moment for me.
Yeah. Did you actually get teary-eyed?
I did, yeah. I'm a 90s kid.
Yeah.
I'm from DPS Noida. So, an Amul topical is something I know that is reserved for a very select group of people. So to be in that is not something I saw happening in my life ever. So yeah, it was a big emotional moment for my family and for me. Perhaps it was the culmination of everything, etc. But, the Emmy feels like bahar jaake award mila hai, but the Amul thing feels like maa ke haath ka khana, so it means something.
Yeah. You have been nominated in the past also at the Emmys. Did you have an inkling somewhere this time that this time shayad I might win it?
No, because I've been nominated with massive shows. Call My Agent and Derry Girls are both massive shows. And if you consider how the Emmys work, which is thousands of submissions come in Asia Pacific, thousands of submissions come in South America, and then they all get narrowed down and then the juries from everywhere watch everything. The fact that 2 people will get the same number of votes when... It's not like jurors are getting together. This is all across the world there are jurors who are voting.
Yeah.
So the fact that 2 people will get the same number of votes from across the world is a very rare thing.
Yeah.
So I think when they said it's a tie and there are 2 envelopes, that was the first time I thought maybe I have a shot because now it's 50%.
Yeah. Right. Have you watched Derry Girls?
I've watched Derry Girls.
Such a lovely show.
And everybody I met was like, I love Derry Girls. So I'm like, yeah, they're going to win.
I actually watched it just a couple of months back, saw it on Netflix. And
it's the perfect mix of sitcom, small town and heart, and yet says something.
Very true. Yeah. Very true. In an interview before, you went to the Emmys, you said that I am just going there to be the biggest cheerleader of Shefali Shah.
I was.
And, when after you won, was there a moment when the 3 of you, Jim, Shefali ma'am, maybe had a small party on your own?
So we ended the night. So Shefali was very sweet. I really think she'll win that award very soon. And she just hugged me really tight when I got back to the table with my Emmy in hand. And then we ended the night with just 9 Indians having pizza in my room, and the Emmy happened to be in the corner somewhere, and Shefali was there as well, and we all just kind of ate some pizza, and it was the perfect end that evening.
Lovely. How was the salad this time?
There was no salad. There was one tart, one blue cheese tart, which I did not eat. But yeah.
There's so much conversation about the salad from the last time.
Yeah.
Okay, Veer, I saw the picture that you posted, your first one with the Emmys in your hand, and I saw there were a lot of accounts tagged. Two things stood out for me, okay? You did not tag any designer, which is what a lot of people do usually.
The first photo of me with the Emmy? Yeah.
That didn't happen. What I found was you tagged this account called... Sorry, one second. Something related to Goa dogs.
Give Goa Dogs.
Give Goa Dogs.
Yeah.
Can you tell me,
That's my wife, Shivani. So my wife, Shivani, runs a foundation called Give Goa Dogs, which helps medicate, feed, sterilize, and home indie dogs in Goa.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's just I tag her in most things that I do anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, and what about the designer thing? Did you have these moments, who am I going to wear and stuff like that because you're walking?
I have a post that's coming up today, which is my Emmy outfit ka designer. So please watch it when it comes out. And I don't have a social media agency as such, so I do my own stuff. So I'm usually running 5 days late on everything that I wear and everything that I need to tag. So if you're working with me, I'm very sorry. Like, it's all coming, I promise. Yeah.
No, but are you somebody who is sort of very finicky about, who are you wearing, or, what somebody is giving you to wear?
Do I strike you as somebody who's finicky about his fashion? Because I don't know. On this new Mindful tour that I'm doing, we're launching 15 new designers who are young, up and coming, first-time designers, students, or first-time labels, and I just kind of show up and they have clothes and I just wear them, and then I pay them and I give them their clothes back and I put it out on my social media. But I could care less what the clothes look like. I just kind of figure that they know who I am and that they'll do their job and they'll make me look good.
Absolutely. Okay, this is a little serious. You tell me, why haven't we seen, in your opinion, Veer, more comics from India, sort of breaking out internationally? What do you think really stops them?
I think everybody's touring internationally. Zakir just did Royal Albert Hall. I think many comedians are touring internationally as well. So I think Kenny just did a massive international tour. Aditi Mittal is at the Fringe. Uruj just won the Fringe. So, people are touring internationally. I don't think... I know for a fact that when the International Emmys happen, every Indian special gets submitted. So it's not just myself, but I think Amazon submits all their specials, Netflix submits all their specials. We all get submitted, and then whatever makes it to the shortlist makes it to the shortlist. But I can't say why somebody else's career is going the way that it's going. They're all making the right moves. They're fantastic. It'll just happen. How they want it to happen,
Right. Okay, so, the last time we spoke to you, these are the things that you told me as far as your upcoming projects are concerned, okay? So, you said that you're going to direct a horror film by the end of the year. There's also...
End of next year, huh? Not
this year.
Not this one. No.
Okay. A series that you co-directed, co-showran and starred in.
Yeah.
An American sitcom.
Yes.
And starred in an American rom-com.
Yes.
All of them, have they happened? What's the update?
Currently going to happen. So yeah, I will start the series in July. I'll start the movie in February, and the horror movie will be November, December next year. So yeah.
What really made you, think of horror as a genre when you're directing?
Same timing as comedy. It's exactly the same timing. A laugh and a scare are exactly the same thing. So that's why comedy directors make good horror directors.
Yeah. Right. What's happening with Call Me Bae? You're a part of it, right?
I am a part of it. I'm not going to say much more than that. You'll have to see. It's a crazy part of it. So please do see it. Talk to Ananya, no? You have access to Ananya. You ask her about Call Me.
No, but I want to ask you.
I'm not saying anything. Watch.
Okay, ठीक है.
It's madness.
ठीक है, okay then. There was a video that you had put out after you won the Emmys, and you said that I got a lot of calls from people, in the industry.
Yeah.
People who don't usually call me.
Yeah.
Can you give us
a lot of numbers I didn't recognize.
Who were they?
Would not say. They were too kind to call me, and I would not dilute what that call meant to me.
Okay.
But it was people I don't think I'd ever expect to talk to on a phone in my life.
Mm-hmm. But how overwhelming was it, Veer, to see, there was an Ayushmann Khurrana, Zoya Akhtar writing such lovely things under your post?
It is not overwhelming. It's love. You accept it graciously, and you remind yourself you got a job to do. I was so grateful to have a job to do the next morning. So I don't have to sit in this celebration. I'm just earth, flight, airport, crowd. They have expectations. I have jokes. So great. The Emmys in the corner somewhere.
So there was not a single moment where you felt a bounce in your step?
No, I celebrated. I celebrated that night. I'm going to celebrate with my family when I see them. I will celebrate. I will cherish this moment. And I will remember it as long as I live. But it will not define how I approach my work at all. How I approach my work is to put you first. And that will not change.
Okay. Well, what's happening with Hasmukh?
With Hasmukh? It's done. That's it. We had the season. I don't know if there'll be a second season.
Oh, all right. Okay.
You have to talk to Netflix about it.
Okay. You said that Johnny Liver is somebody you really look up to.
I do, for sure.
And, you would want to, work with him someday, maybe, share a stage with him.
I've shared a stage with Johnny Liver. I honored him at my comedy festival that I produced, and he did an hour of comedy, which is a masterclass. I feel like every comedian who's learning comedy or is a student of comedy, go and see Johnny Liver live once. And you will understand how far you still have to go.
Yeah.
To on a stage like him.
What was the conversation with him like? Because he's really such a humble guy.
He's great. I called him up and I was like, Johnny bhai, aapko ek award dena chahte hain comedy ke liye. He's like, haan, main aa jaunga. And he showed up, and I think he was supposed to do, accept the award and maybe do 20 minutes ka performance. He ended up going an hour 10, and all of us just sat back and watched. You're in the presence of, if you 10,000 hours, they say, to get really good at something, you're in the presence of 30,000 hours. So just take class, sit down and take school from Johnny Depp,
Yeah, I'm sure, that would have been such an enriching experience.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of an actor watching Tom Hanks, or it's the equivalent of a violin player or cello player watching Yo-Yo Ma. To me, it's that.
Yeah. The last time we spoke, Veer, you said that, you find you have great admiration for Priyanka Chopra, and she reciprocated that, she called you really brave and inspiring. And every time that you go to LA, if you do not meet, there's always, constant chat that keeps happening. Has there been any conversation post your Emmy win?
She congratulated me on Instagram, and I last saw her at a lovely event that she had thrown at the Oscars for South Asian content creators. So I saw her there, and it was great. I just respect her tremendously. Tenacity, intelligence, a complete knowledge of thyself, and a severely underestimated sense of humor. She's funny as hell.
Yeah. In a tweet, this was few years back, you had tagged Ricky Jarvis, and you said that, the show Afterlife, you praised him for that, and, that's like one of my favorite shows of all times. Has there ever been a thought of perhaps recreating it now that you are a content producer also? Yeah?
Yeah, I could do that. That's I hadn't thought of it till now, but yeah.
You should.
Netflix, are you listening? I'll do it. Make the calls and we'll make it happen. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Before we let you go, we have picked up a few questions. These are most Googled questions about Veer Das.
Oh God. All right, cool. Let's go. Come on.
Okay. Is Veer Das married?
Yes. To Shivani. And we have been married since 2014.
Okay. Is Veer Das an American citizen?
No. Veer Das is an Indian citizen with an Indian passport.
Okay.
And did not change to something else and then bring it back. Always been Indian passport.
All right. Is Veer Das dyslexic?
Veer Das is dyslexic. Has always been.
Okay. Does Veerdas have a child?
Veerdas does not have a child. Veerdas has 2 dogs. That's it.
Why are you speaking in third person? Okay. How much does Veerdas earn?
Not enough.
Still not enough? Okay. Last one. How tall is Veerdas?
5'8.5" measured.
Measured. See, great. That was quick. That was rapid.
Right.
But thank you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
All the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Veerdas and you're watching me on News 18.